Cool. So what we'll do now, we'll open it up. If anyone's got any questions, now's your chance to jump on, and I'll be happy to answer them.
My first question is, thank you so much for developing another card game I could be addicted to. Thank you so much to the whole dev team, the mods, and the community is just super awesome, man. I'm super excited for this, man. Cannot wait. Thank you again. And
oh man, thank you.
Thank you.
That's great to hear. Like, the original idea was to create something that we were happy with, something that we wanted to play. So getting feedback from people that they're interested, they want to play as well. That's something we really like to hear.
Thank you so much, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. This is awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Cool. As if anyone else has got a question, now is your chance to jump on.
Hey, I have a question. So are you guys planning on making this into like a phone app, or is this solely on the computer? That's my question.
So at launch, it is going to be browser-based. Obviously, you're going to need to connect to it with your through Web3 using the MetaMask wallet. Having it as a browser game, this is something we could do using the MetaMask browser, but just the nature of the game, being able to read things on the cards, it's going to be quite important that your screen size is big enough so everything is legible. But this is something we have in the pipeline. Once the game is released, we'd want to release the game on a mobile platform, have the ability to connect or add your wallet to it, so you'd be able to download it and play it on a mobile device. But yeah, the game at launch will be like a browser-based game.
Will you have cinematics for special moves?
Cinematics for special moves. That is something I'll have to pass on to the development team. I imagine this is something we're going to work on down the line and release as like an update to the game. But it would be really cool to have 3D cinematics. I remember the old the Yu-Gi-Oh games on PS1. You could have like that 3D animation of the cards attacking. But yeah, that is something. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think that would be like obviously in the initial launch, but I think in the future that would be a great update. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I'll make sure that gets passed on to the development team. I'm sure they'll have some like really cool ideas about how we can implement that. Thanks for the suggestion.
Hi, I've got a quick question. From someone who's never played trading card games ever, but heard of them, is there going to be like some video or tutorial or something to get new players in who've never played it, so they can understand how to play it before they use their cards or buy cards?
Yeah, so thanks for your question. So this is something we are going to be releasing very soon. So the game mechanics PDF that I just went through, after the MA, that's going to be posted on the website, but then later on next week, we'll release a full page on the website that's more of a tutorial. So instead of just reading the mechanics and like learning the basic rules of the game, there'll be a standalone page on the website that as you scroll down, it's going to teach you to play the game. So it's going to start off by just showing you, this is a card. On the left, this is your health. On the right, on the left is your attack. On the right is your health. And then as you scroll down the page, it's going to have different videos, which are going to be just short explainers, maybe 1 minute long, as well as images, just teaching you little bits of the mechanics at a time. So someone that has never played could go to that website or go to that page on the website, and as they scroll down the page, they're going to be taught how the game works, how to play it, and by the time you get to the bottom of the page, you're going to be ready to play. You're going to have learned everything you need to know to jump in and play a full game. Because I've played lots of TCGs in the past, and sometimes they struggle with that element. You download the game, play it, and you're just thrown straight into a game, given cards with no idea what to do. So we really want to focus on making sure everyone knows what they're doing before they play, and they're really excited to play the game because they know how it's going to work before they've even played it. But
Great.
yeah, that was a great question. Thank you.
Just to add to that, although obviously I know you want to get the game out, so it might just be kind of a nice to have down the road, whether you could have like a demo version that you can actually, like a computer, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, when you play chess against a computer, but one that's a demo version. So you
Oh
can
yeah,
just have a bit of a feel
this will
for
be
it.
built into the game. So when you're playing, you can either play against the computer, or you can play against another person. So if you just want to practice, work out what deck works best, try and build your mechanics, you can just play against a computer. Doesn't matter if you win or lose; it's not going to affect your rating. And then when you feel ready, when you're going to play against other people, this is when you're going to be able to earn ratings. And when we're having tournaments, this is where you're going to earn points to move up the ladder, and then you'll be able to win tokens in return. But yeah, there'll be a computer to play against, which is like a demo because you can just play it as much as you want and test out your different decks.
Okay, great, thanks.
Yeah, thanks for the questions.
Not to be a repeat person, but I was also curious about the minting of cards. When you were talking about like a rare card, obviously, are you just going to have an open period where you mint as many as you want and then close it, or is there going to be like a limited amount of rare cards, so 500 of this mythic beast of one particular type, or unlimited as long as you get it within the time frame and then they shut it off?
Yeah, that's a great question. So there's a little bit of both. Some of the cards, especially the more basic common cards, there can be as many of these as people mint. And then when we have limited edition cards, rare cards, or seasonal cards, these ones will either be only available to mint during a certain time period. Let's say we've done a seasonal edition of the cards. They would only be able to be minted during that season. Or if there was a card that was like rare, limited edition, has some special abilities, there might only be 15 of that card in circulation. And then once all 15 of those has been minted, it'll be pulled from the mint pool. And the only way to get that would then be through trading on the marketplace. But that was a great question. Thank you. If anyone has anything else, feel free to jump in.
Yes, I have a quick question. Are you guys planning on maybe doing a beta test so that people can sign up and beta test this game with you guys, or what does that look like from a testing standpoint? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the question. That is something we've talked about. We will be holding some beta tests, obviously, to a small group at first. It would just be alpha testing. Once we're happy and confident with the alpha testing, we'll be opening it up for people to sign up and become put themselves on the list to become a beta tester. But obviously, as you guys are in the group, you've seen we've been super transparent and upfront with everything. So as we get to those stages, the alpha testing, the beta testing, we'll keep everybody updated. So when beta testing becomes open, you guys will be the first to know. If you want to get signed up to be the first to get your hands on the game, you'll know about it before anyone else.
So how does the play to earn works?
Yeah, I can talk about that a little bit. I think I'll delve more deep into that on an AMA in the future, but I'll just touch on that a little bit now. So there'll be a few different P2E play to earn aspects to the game. So we'll have weekly tournaments where you'll be placed depending on your rating, which you'll earn or lose by playing other players. There'll be a leaderboard. Depending where you place on the leaderboard, you're going to earn tokens in return. We got a few other P2E elements in the pipeline, but we'll delve deeper into them on a future AMA where we're going to discuss how the play to earn mechanics are going to function in the game.